Hi guys, and today we'll be looking at a new tooled item from Rapido UK, and this is a pre-grouping item. And this is in the South Eastern Chatham Railway livery. It's in grey, and this is a ballast wagon, or as I like to call it, a two-plank wagon, because that's what it looks like to me. So this is a ballast wagon on diagram 1744, and it's era 2. And I got this from Kerno Model Shop, and it was £30, just shy of £30, which isn't a bad price for a new tooled item, especially a pre-grouping one. So let's get in the video and see if it's worth the money and what features has it got. There's no detail to add on this model, but what you do get is, again, the history. Rapido seem to be quite well at this history. Give you the history of the wagon and all the rest, and on the other side you get what they are selling in the future as well. I do like when manufacturers do the history on the wagons, not just the locomotives. So moving on to the front or the back of this two-plank wagon. I must say this two-plank wagon is really tiny and has lots of details. We do have a small NEM coupling already applied to both ends. We do have the buff boom housing in grey. Actually, the whole truck's in grey livery. It's in the south. It's in the Se&Cr grey, like most of the wagons. We do have the correct buffers for the tire. They're not sprung, but they are plastic. We have a hook and a few rivets as well dotted around, and a bits of bracing. We do have, like I said, two planks. It's wood. Again, we have some metal and some rivets on there as well. There's not really much to see. It's a very tiny truck though. As we move on to the side of this wagon, both sides to me are exactly the same. What we do have is some fantastic detail on this two-plank wagon. Sticking out a little bit from the chassis or the body, we do have, I believe they are metal hatch rings. And they are metal, really tiny things. Hopefully the picture I put up now should do it justice. And they're on both sides. I think they're for the crew. We do have some fantastic tampo printing on this model. We do have DW printed on one side, and below that we have the number of the wagon, which is 1789. Then we have the company's lettering, Se&Cr in white, everything's in white. Then we have 12 tons and some lettering above it, which I'm not sure what it means. That's all crisply applied. We also have some metal work and some woodwork. Like I said, this is a two-plank wagon. We have some bracing as well. I think there's some other stuff dotted around on this very detailed wagon. Moving on down, we do have a handbrake. It's not picked out in white like the other ones, but it's there. We have springs and axles. We also have some bracing as well. And then we have the correct wheels for this period. And that's on both sides, obviously. Like I said, there's lots of stuff on here that I've missed. It's so highly detailed for such a small two-plank wagon. As I do my usual look inside the wagon, there's not much going on inside there really. We just have the wood effect going on and all the planks. It is painted in the correct wood as well, the colour. Like I said, there's not much in there. Just have a quick look, and if you look carefully you can see the sticky out things that I mentioned, which look to be separately applied, and like I said, I think they are metal. And finally, you have to do an underneath look at this fantastically detailed wagon. Underneath there is some differences. We have some bracing on one side and not the other. I think that's correct. We also have some springs as well, and some bracing, like I said again, but different type of bracing in the corners. We have rivets and we have the wood effect. We also have the NA couplings, and you can see the period style buffers as well. Like I said, for a two-plank wagon, this is highly detailed in every aspect, and everywhere you look, I always see new stuff. So yeah guys, that's the end of the review and a small running session. Before I give my opinion, I'll tell you what it ran with. It was all of my South Eastern Chatham Railway rolling stock that I have from the two manufacturers as I recorded in 2022, 2023, and that is Bachmann and Rapido. The loco that was pulling the train is a Hornby one, and it's the H-Class in the South Eastern Chatham livery. I thought I'd give that a run out, see what it likes with the stock. I know it's a passenger train, but it doesn't look too bad for me. My opinion on the two-plank wagon, or the Ballast wagon. Fantastic detail and a really great price, may I add as well. I wish some other manufacturer would take note of the pricing. So off the Rapido website, it is £32.95, and I got mine from Kerno Model Shop and I paid £29.95, which isn't too bad if I'm honest with you. It's better than what Bachmann did with the brake van. But overall, I would recommend these. You can get them in several liveries. So yeah, well, I'd recommend these. They're a good price. Most of Rapido's rolling stock is at a great price. There's nothing against them. They're highly detailed. I think it has some die-cast stuff, unless I've got that wrong. But again, the history they do with their wagons is unbelievable. Even on their website, it tells you the history of the wagon, which is great. I like the history. So for me, it's a cheapish wagon in this day and age at a really, really good price with lots of detail. And they do, like I said, do it in several other liveries. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think they do a Southern, I think they do a second grey one, and they also do, I think, a BR one. I think probably a preserved one as well. So yeah guys, for me it's a thumbs up. Hopefully I'll see you in the next review, so please take care and goodbye.